Well, hey everyone, Zach Tucker here for our Inside the Headset segment, getting you ready for the Carolina Classic Fair Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week presented by West Shore Home. This week we have Bishop McGuinness versus CS Davidson. We're joined now by Bishop McGuinness, his head coach. Thanks so much for being with us today, and just kind of tell us about where your team's at this season and your thoughts so far.
We've been pleased with the effort the kids have been putting into practice. There's some things that we got to fix. Obviously, we've won one game and then been in the last couple minutes of two games. So I told our kids, regardless of what it means, we're still 1-2, and we'd love to be 2-1 or we'd love to be 3-0. But we've got to earn those games, and we got to figure out how to win.
Tell us about some of the key playmakers on your team this year.
Well, at quarterback, Alex Waterfield's done a good job for us, learning a new system. Heath Rupko's been a very good player for us. Xander Loncar on the offensive line. Defensively, Isaac Ross is a kid who's all over the place, whether it's in practice or games or whatever. Miller Aho's done some good things for us. Both Graves twins, we've got them out this year from basketball, and pleased with what they've done. They're growing into their roles, and there's a lot of kids, and anytime you start mentioning kids, you're going to forget somebody. But I've been pleased with the varsity and the JV and what they're doing for us.
Coach Holcomb, for you this year, you come over from Oak Grove, a public school, making the switch over to a private school in Bishop McGuinness. What's that transition been like for you?
I mean, it's been very smooth. Kids are kids. There's just not as many of them here. So, and that was an adjustment for me and my coaches, was, learning how to practice with smaller numbers. Our numbers are up. We're in the mid to upper 60s in our program, so I feel good about that, and I feel like it's going to grow. But the biggest adjustment was just learning how to practice kids that are always playing both ways, or a lot of our kids play both ways. So we're still working through that process a little bit.
Talk to me a little bit about some of the keys to the game tonight. You guys are going up against CS Davidson, and tell us a little bit about what they've got going on and what it'll take to win the game.
Well, they're traditionally strong. I think they won the conference last year. Me just being new here, I'm still learning some of the teams and some of the conference. They're very impressive on tape. Very athletic. They're good size, so it's going to be tough competition for us. But like we told our kids, if we take care of the things we're supposed to take care of and control what we can control, it really at this point of the season is about doing what you're supposed to do, as opposed to worrying about who you play. If we don't give the ball to them, then and do what we're supposed to do, then I think we'll be in good shape.
Is there any team motto for the Villains this year to help provide some sort of inspiration on the field?
We talked all summer about getting better together, and that's our motto for the season. Is during the summer we were together. We spent a lot of time together. We're going to be together all the time at practice, and we want to be a team. We want this to be a family atmosphere. I want our kids hanging out together on and off the field. And I think some of our guys now, after Thursday practices, are going and hanging out at the local restaurants. So I want them to understand that yes, we care about them, we care about football, but this is more about creating some relationships for us right now with the kids, and understanding that we value them a lot more than just what they do on the field, and want them to grow into fine, responsible young men.
And a good way to bond with your teammates is to eat together. So what can the Villains expect for their pregame meal tonight?
Our parents do a great job with that, and so they'll have I'm sure they'll have something ready for us to go, and make sure that we get plenty of hydration too. It's not going to be as hot as it was last week, so might not be near as many bananas and oranges, but the parents take care of us. They do a great job.
In just a couple weeks, we have the Carolina Classic Fair will kick off over at the fairgrounds in Winston-Salem. A big sponsor of ours to help bring all the Friday Night Rivals games to our audience. What would you say is some of your favorite fair food?
Oh, golly. There's too many to name. I've been trying to lose weight and watch what I eat, so if I start saying stuff, I'm going to get hungry. But, I go with the classic candy apple and the funnel cakes. Those are pretty good. So, but I try to stay away from that row. I don't mind going on the rides, but I need to stay away from that food row down there.
Do you have any favorite fair rides?
Oh, anything that spins and goes upside down is fine with me. Yeah.
And the matchup tonight, the game will be broadcast all over the Piedmont Triad on My-48. How big of an opportunity is this for your program? I
think it's outstanding for the alumni, the people that have been here prior to, for our program now, for the people that are looking at Bishop McGuinness in the future. I think it's anytime we can get out in the community and get out in the public's eye and have a good showing, I think it's only going to help our brand. And we're still building it, and a lot of people know about Bishop and they know about other sports, but we're trying to kind of set ourselves up with football too, so that when they think of Bishop McGuinness, they start thinking about football also.
Going off that, it is still pretty early on in the season. You guys still have a long way to go, but what is your biggest message to all the Villains fans out there?
Keep cheering our guys on. Our guys are giving you everything they got. I can promise that. They're going to be coached hard, and we're going to continue to get better. I know that from last week. I know we've gotten better this week at practice, and I think our kids are just have bought into what we're asking them to do, and I think they're going to continue to get better. Just keep supporting us, keep coming out and seeing us, and keep cheering for them.
All right, well, thanks so much for your time. Coach Holcomb, good luck tonight and good luck the rest of the way this season.
All right, appreciate you guys covering us.
Yeah, and thanks so much for our audience for tuning into our Inside the Headset segment. Subscribe to the ABC 45 YouTube channel for more updates.